What's going on, everybody? So, hope you enjoyed that little intro I just made. So today's topic I'd love to share with you is on needs. So I kind of did start now. And so, all right, let's say you've just started, right? And so when you've started, you decided and thought to yourself, well, this is really freaking hard because I don't really know why I'm not feeling the greatest. You know, I'm still kind of negative. I'm still kind of in a, not really a negative spiral anymore, but a little more, you know, I'd ask myself, yeah, I don't feel whole. I still feel that I have some really negative points, and I don't really know how to get through them. I don't have the people to do them with. I don't have the people to talk to them about. My needs aren't being met, and then so that kind of actually ties into the first thing I'd like to talk about, which is manipulation. And also that manipulation isn't bad, okay? And your neediness, the neediness, no, it's such a bad thing, don't be needy, nobody likes it. Okay, that's great, but we're talking about your needs. Not being needy from other people and kind of pulling them, but your own needs. Your own neediness and setting up your little routine, if you will, on or rituals that you like to do that make it so that your needs are met. So, really quick, if we go all the way back to manipulation. The reason why it's not bad is because when you do not satisfy that need, or you do not satisfy the desire that you have, you will subconsciously then process it, and it will come out in a different way, unbeknownst to you. Now, what I mean by that is, for instance, let's say you had a need for attention, and you needed this so much, but you were told, and from your childhood experience, that that need wasn't okay. Your attention doesn't matter. And so then you pushed it down, squandered it up in this little tiny hole, and then told yourself, I can't need that. I'm going to be independent. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to make sure that nobody else can see that, but I'm going to always yearn for it. And then it kind of weaves its way all the way to the other side, and that is manipulation. So, again, manipulation isn't bad. You see, the first error I find within, from my experience, is we hit ourselves kind of in the head too much and shame ourselves too much about saying, oh, I manipulated that person, I'm such an awful person, I manipulated that person, or I'm, you know, I can't have those type of needs. That's a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, society doesn't deem that right. It doesn't feel right for me. That need, no thank you. That need it needs to go, right? What we need to understand is not to let that really bubble up inside of us, because the needs that you have do matter, especially your child needs, your little inner child. They're a lot better at picking those needs for you. And once you obtain and be able to process the fact that you have those type of needs, and that's okay, and not to shame yourself, okay? Because again, manipulation is a byproduct subconsciously of you not wanting to get your needs. So let's help you and give you this tool. So one way that you could do it is you could write a list of all of your needs down, and then kind of every single day when you start to yearn for that, or you kind of have that trigger or addiction pop up. I call it an addiction because if you think about it, the emotion is a constant, on a constant rewind in your head, continuously popping up, just like a phone text or something where you go, ooh, you know what I mean? It's like popcorn, pop, 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 pop. All right, and so because it keeps reoccurring, you continuously have an emotional response to it. All right, and then it becomes an addiction. And so when you have that yearn, or you have that urge for that need, look on your list. Where's that need really coming from? Where can you get that need? Right? Another way is to, again, you could write it down, or you could just have it in your mind through experiences that you're having while you're living. So let's say you're already at the workplace, or you're already somewhere, and you're not feeling fulfilled from the job that you're getting, or from the people that you're talking to, the needs that you have, or because your social circle is too small. You know, because of certain traumas or whatever it is, you've closed off, right? And you're just by yourself. So how do you know those needs? And it's extremely hard to get those needs, because you're like, well, dude, I'm already negative. Like, That does, how's it gonna help me? It's freaking hard, man. And it really, really is really hard. But it's not impossible. See, you can do it. And the second step would be with those needs. And so kind of what I was going back to was when you have those needs and you don't have that social group, or you I don't want to use a list, kind of in your mind become aware and conscious of when you have that yearning for the need, just like with the list. But this time, how would you act differently, or what would you do differently in your life to change so that that need that you're yearning for and you're visibly seeing and experiencing that need being yearned for actually met? And start to brainstorm some ideas, because what this will do is this will get you, again, just like the starting video, out of your comfort zone, from the unknown into the known. Because let's say you have way too much pent-up energy and you're always hyper all the time. You might need a sport. That might be something that you yearn for. You might want to learn coding. You might have a class. You might want to do cooking. You might want to do fishing, boating, whatever it is. You could start doing that class. You could make room in your life now to start revolving those new needs in and revolving the old needs out. And so those older needs, over time, just slowly kind of lean off, and you don't get them anymore. And now you're happy with this new, because you've gone out of your comfort zone and gotten your need. And so then that fulfills you and that makes you happy. Okay? Now see, let's say you're yearning or looking for that type of love from your parents, or that type of love, and let's say you're a little older now, or you're looking at you're looking for those emotions from a girl. The problem with that is that they'll never give you those needs. They may do it temporarily, but then now you have a yearning for something that is only capable within someone else's grasp. You're always looking for someone else to be able to fill that need instead of yourself. Okay, this is why the needs are okay. Being needy is okay. The needs of you that need to be fulfilled. And once you can characterize in your mind and list out the things that you need, you can start moving forward. Alright, now, it is raining outside, and I hope you do enjoy the rain. I'm a person who really gets to, I guess, excel in the rain, because everyone else is kind of not really doing anything. They're inside watching a movie, whatever it is. And I guess the rain kind of rejuvenates me in a way. It makes me go it maybe makes me look at the world differently, I guess you could say. And on that note, I would like to kind of push a little bit farther. Let's go a little bit more. So I first said manipulation, right? Well then, once you understand and become consciously aware of that, you start getting your needs on a list, you start making them met. Now what you can do is you can come from a state from within. Remember I talked about in the other video how to figure out what you love to do, you have to look inside and talk to the inner child. Each one of these steps is going to help you to reconnect with that feeling. And what that does is allows you to have a more intuitive decision-making tactic in your mind when you're out in the world. Instead of having a reaction, you can ask yourself honestly and feel it honestly that whatever you need or whatever you're wanting, you can go for. But when you're going out of the world for a reaction because it's something that you get every once in a while and it's kind of like a hit and it's like, oh yeah, that's fun, that's really fun, but it doesn't fulfill that need, it's kind of just almost kind of like a tranquilizer dart. It hits you and you get this amazing whoa high, you know what I mean? And then it's done again. Now you're sad. To have a high, you have a low. When your needs aren't met, you try to have it high with emotions, with low expectations, high, I guess, abundance mentality and thinking. But then what happens afterward? See, that low is so much worse. So far, it's underneath the camera. And what I really would like to get to you is to try to manage those needs so it's not so much of a high and you don't get it ever and then it's a low, but more of a steady, gradual high and a low. Your needs need to be met. They should be met. And so with that, and when you can tell yourself that and believe it wholeheartedly, you'll start to have little ripples of positivity more than the negative stuff. And then you'll keep going, and you keep going. And then you might fall off a little bit, and you know what, that's okay. Because at least you're trying to make your needs met. That's one of the healthiest things you can do, because it comes from the inside. It comes from your feelings, becoming more in touch and in tune with your emotions, and telling yourself and being okay and being able to manage those emotions, so it's something that you can view in this light. And what I mean light is in the light of your head, in this reality, and sit there and be able to be okay with them. Not trying to do something, find a spike, or feel a certain different type of way, or try to forget it altogether because you can't manage that emotion. Alright guys, so I really hope this helped. The next video is going to be a little bit different, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. I'm going to really try to put a little bit more, I guess, effort into the cinematography. Also, I'm hopefully going to get a lav mic. This is a little, it's doing what it's got to do for now, but I really like you guys to be able to hear me articulate properly, and I find that when the voice is clearer, it goes into the head a little better. Alright guys.